was the only one that freaking came over here that night. That's the only lie that you have to worry about. All David wants is this problem solved. That's it. Because I'm just so damn famous that everybody just...
My name is Ray Lucio, and I'm running for Schleicher County Judge because our current judge, Charlie Bradley, has no regard for the law. In part one of this video, I explained how prosecutor Clint Griffin illegally filed a motion to quash a subpoena I served on this man, David Elias, who made a sworn statement that I committed a crime. Then, without any legal grounds to do so, Judge Charlie Bradley quashed the subpoena. David Elias swore that he witnessed that I harassed his wife. In a sworn statement, he claimed that on May 10th, 2016, a Tuesday, he witnessed an incident that occurred in the Super S grocery store in Eldorado, Texas. If David Elias had been forced to testify as he should have been, he would have been confronted with the following information. On Monday, May 9th of 2016, I traveled to El Paso, Texas for a 5-day business trip. Here's the document of the trip that lasted from May 9th until Friday, May 13th of 2016. For those who might think that this document isn't enough proof that I was in El Paso, here are my hotel receipts for the trip. I stayed at the Town Place Suites on Edgemere on the night of May 9th in room 214. Here's a receipt for the night of May 10, La Quinta on I-10 in Geronimo, room 117. And then back to the Town Place Suites, room 128 on Edgemere for the 11th through the 13th, checked out on Friday, May 13, 2016. For those people who are looking at these receipts and saying, well, you know, it could be possible that you drove to El Dorado on Tuesday, May 10th, 381 miles each way to go to a grocery store and harass a woman, and then you came back and checked into another hotel. Well, I just got 2 words for you. You're dumb. I mean, some people really out there really want to believe that I committed a crime with no evidence that I did. So here are, to further prove that I wasn't even in El Dorado when David Elias claims I was, here are the signatures of the participants in the class. There were more than 20 people that were there in my class throughout the week taking my class. It's also documented at Region 19 ESC. And so there's no doubt that I was in El Paso that whole week. So I guess your only argument now is that I have a double. The bottom line is that I have never committed the crime of harassment nor any other crime against this woman, Melissa Elias. So why all the manipulation, the deception? Why would Clint Griffin jump through all these hoops just so that I could not present evidence to prove my innocence? If David Elias made this statement, then he lied and he is guilty of perjury. But I don't think David Elias lied. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he made this statement. I think this statement was manufactured by George Zamarone or Melissa Elias because her statement alone wasn't enough to secure a charge and an arrest. I don't think David Elias wants anything to do with this case. He has never attended any of the multiple pretrial hearings, the bond hearings, nor the final hearing. These are hearings which his wife had to attend, and he was also a witness. But even if he wasn't a witness, do you not think that he would be there to support his wife? Clint Griffin knew he was in trouble when I served this subpoena on his witness because he knew that David would either have to lie under oath or he would have to admit that 1, that he had never made a sworn statement in this case, 2, that he and his wife had never been separated in the past 3 years, as is Melissa Elias's claim to support her made-up story of harassment, and 3, David Elias would have had to admit that several years ago he had employed a man to follow his wife around to find out if she was cheating on him. Melissa Elias ended up having an affair with this man and ended up filing harassment charges on this man. I'll be going into detail on this other harassment case in the next video, as it does have significance on the way the cases are handled or mishandled by the Schleicher County Sheriff's Office and by the prosecutor. I included a link in the description box of Clint Griffin admitting in the courtroom that he knew that I was an innocent man. Just as he knew that I was innocent, he knew that Melissa Elias and George Zamarone had to manipulate the statements of events that had occurred in order to obtain an arrest and a charge of harassment. I will ask Clint Griffin this question. Have you ever even talked to David Elias about this case? The answer is no. David Elias wants nothing to do with this case. And now he just wants it all to go away.
All David wants is this problem solved. That's it.